They saw the dog standing by the ruins, but when the concrete was broken, everyone fell silent. After a violent tornado tore through the outskirts of Oklahoma City, houses were reduced to rubble, the air thick with dust and smoke. Amid the chaos, a thin dog stood firmly before a collapsed pile of concrete, barking endlessly. His eyes were red, his voice hoarse, yet his body refused to move. When rescuers approached, none of them could have guessed what was hidden beneath those heavy slabs, something that would leave the entire crowd in tears. Stay with me until the end, because this ending will touch your heart. George, 67 years old, silver hair, thin frame, wearing an old checkered shirt and faded jeans. A retired construction worker, he lived alone on the edge of town with his only companion, Buddy. Buddy was a mixed-breed dog with golden brown fur, about 5 years old. Loyal, intelligent, and protective, Buddy was more than a pet. To George, he was family. After the tornado, George survived unharmed. But as he returned to the neighborhood, Buddy suddenly bolted ahead. He ran straight to a collapsed corner of a shed, now nothing but broken bricks and heavy slabs. There he scratched frantically, barking with desperation. George froze because he remembered. That was where Buddy had hidden his 2 newborn puppies. Some rescuers glanced over and shook their heads. There's no way anything survived down there. Don't waste time. We need to dig elsewhere. George hesitated too. The concrete was too heavy, and he was old, weak. Could there really be life under there? But Buddy refused to leave. His paws bled from scratching. His body trembled. Yet he barked until his voice broke. Was it just blind panic? Or was there truly something beneath? When George bent down to pull Buddy away, the dog let out a low growl, then a heartbreaking cry, eyes locked onto his master's. George's heart ached. He remembered how Buddy once saved him years ago, barking for help when he fell from scaffolding. Now it was Buddy's turn to beg for trust. George raised his hand to the rescuers. "Bring the drill here. I believe him." Despite exhaustion, George joined the team, clearing bricks and prying away cement. Buddy never stopped barking, his eyes fixed on a crack in the rubble. The sound of drills pierced the air. Dust rose thick. The smell of broken concrete filled their lungs. But in Buddy's gaze burned a desperate certainty. Neighbors gathered, at first curious, but when they saw Buddy's unwavering stance, when they saw old George sweating and digging with all his frail strength, silence spread. Suspicion gave way to tension, hope flickering in everyone's chest. And then it happened. As a heavy slab was lifted, faint whimpers reached the surface. Inside the dark gap, 2 tiny puppies with golden brown fur, just like Buddy's, shivered among the rubble, weak and filthy, but alive. One tried to lift its head, letting out a broken cry that made the crowd weep. The rescuers gently pulled the puppies out, wrapping them in warm blankets. Buddy rushed forward, licking them frantically, his whole body trembling but his eyes shining with joy. George sat on the ground, tears streaming as he hugged Buddy. "You never abandoned them, and because of you, they survived." The story spread quickly across town. People called Buddy the hero mother dog. From that day on, anyone walking down that little street could see the scene. George sitting on his porch, Buddy lying nearby, and the 2 puppies chasing each other under the afternoon sunday. It wasn't some distant miracle. It was simply love that even amid ruins, life can still find a way to bloom. But if you think this story is the most miraculous one, then you haven't heard about the old dog and the lion walking together across the desert, and the friendship that made the world cry. Don't miss the video beside this clow. 1. To learn why the whole world wept for a small dog's heart.